So that none of these things are easy to deal with, but surely with all our creative knowledge and the ease of access to so much a reservoir of knowledge, we can and should do things very, very differently. There is a refugee crisis around the world. There is a massive refugee crisis all around the Mediterranean, and many very desperate people have lost their lives trying to climb into boats to get from Libya to Lampedusa, or to get into Greece, or to get into Turkey, or to get anywhere away from the place of danger they're at. Of course, we must do everything we can to support those people who are in that danger and trying to survive. We also have to look very seriously at the causes of people fleeing in the first place. Those wars that have taken place, the abuse of human rights in so many countries, and the way in which some wars are reported and some are not. The war in Syria, abominable and appalling, will only ever be solved by a political settlement and a political solution that recognises the rights of all people in that country. Likewise, the war in Yemen has to be dealt with by not supplying arms to Saudi Arabia to continue that plan. But too often, wars around the world are where the media are, not where the media aren't. But the reality is, people are still suffering and dying. So numbers of people that have died, for example, in 50, 60 years of conflict of varying degrees of intensity in the Democratic Republic of Congo have largely gone unreported altogether. It says something about our media that they don't report certain conflicts in certain places, they do report others. Now, I'm not saying a Labour government could solve every crisis and every problem around the world. We can't. But if we approach the whole thing on the basis of human rights, of peace, of justice, of democracy and support for peoples, and understanding where the conflict came from in the first place, then I think we'd be in a rather different place to which this government is at the present time. The crisis in North Korea, the crisis of nuclear weapons, is not going to be solved by Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump blaring saxophones at each other. It's only going to be solved by some intervention somewhere to bring them together, to bring them back to the negotiating table around the Non-Proliferation Treaty and to reignite the six-party talks led by China. We cannot risk the idea that we go into some new nuclear race which at some point, somewhere, will lead to the unbelievable danger of the use of a nuclear weapon. I want to live in a world where we've got rid of nuclear weapons by negotiation and by agreement. So, what our party and our conference is about uniting those that have come together to support us in the recent general election campaign, that nearly 600,000 who are now members of our party, the 3 million who are affiliated members through the trade unions, and the millions more who support us in local and national elections, and many of whom join in the activities that we do. This government represents a minority. This government is a government of the rich, by the rich, for the rich, and will only negotiate any deal with Europe that benefits them and their class of people. We want to do something very, very different. We want to work with people across the world. We want to continue a good tariff-free trading relationship with Europe. We want to maintain environmental and consumer and workers' rights that we've got through that, and work with people in the future. That surely is something that cuts across and unites people all across this country. We showed in the election what we can do in those 6 weeks together. In the weeks, possibly months to come, let's show by our actions that we're with people, we're listening to people, and we believe a future of equality, a future of justice, a future of hope for young people, a future that doesn't allow racism, discrimination, or any of those ugly concepts to disfigure our society, is one that strengthens and emboldens us all and gets us into a place where we can live in a decent, just, and much more peaceful society. I'll finish with this. I travel, as you know, a lot around the country. Those that are sleeping outside the stations in all our major cities, begging on the streets, trying to get enough money for a night shelter, they are the symptoms of a housing system that is collapsing, or in many cases has completely collapsed. The market will not solve it. Only public intervention and public investment will solve it. So I'm determined that our party will face up to these issues. I want our campaigns to be out there, talking to and with people all the time, on the streets, on social media. That's the way of getting through to people. That's how we're getting a wonderful message across. And you know what? When people do things and campaign together, they're much happier doing it. The creativity is there, the ambition is there, the art is there, the poetry is there, the hope is there, and the achievement is there. Thank you very much.